Hey y'all, it has been raining non-stop for days. I'm taking this opportunity to hop in the garden really quick and get these potatoes in. I am so ready, y'all. I have been waiting for 2 months to plant my fall potatoes. My biggest reason for being so excited is the fact that we ran out of white potatoes about a month ago. One thing you should know about me is if I have the ability to grow it, I will go to great lengths not to buy it from the store. So it's been a month since I've eaten a potato. And it's probably gonna be another 3 months before these guys are ready. So I have a lot of sweet potatoes in my future. So let's get right into it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. So the first thing I did to prepare for my fall planting of potatoes was get some seed potatoes. I've tried grocery store organic potatoes and they do work, but I've found that the yield is always better starting from a seed potato. I'm not really sure why that is, but it's one of those things. These potatoes I purchased as seed potatoes last spring and planted them. These were from that harvest that I've been storing so that I can use them as this season's potatoes. The next step is to pull your potatoes from storage and put them somewhere sunny and warm for just a couple weeks. I put mine in a bowl by the window and that helped them sprout. I then cut my potatoes so that each piece has 2 sprouts or eyes. You don't have to cut your potatoes. You can plant them whole. I've always planted them whole, but this season I'm testing out to see if I get a bigger harvest with them cut rather than whole. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on that little experiment. Once the potatoes are cut, I leave them out a couple days so that the cut side can scab over. This way they don't rot once you put them in the ground. Now I'm going to pull away all the mulch I have in this bed and I'm going to create some rows with my rake. You want the potatoes to be planted about 5 or 6 inches down, so my rows are going to be pretty deep. Next, I'll add some garden tone fertilizer to the rows. Since potatoes are super heavy feeders, I'll put this down in the description for you. Everything I use in my videos, I will always add to the description in case you're interested. Now, I found if I fertilize at the time that I'm planting them, I normally don't have to fertilize them again. So let's get these potatoes in the ground. So I'm putting the cut side down into the dirt, leaving the sprouts facing upward. The sprouts are going to be where the plants actually grow from. I'm spacing them about 6 to 8 inches apart so they have plenty of space to grow more potatoes. Now I'll simply just cover them back up with dirt and mulch and water them in really good. I'm actually going to be using some dead cowpea plants as part of my mulch. I always love to use spent plants to decompose in the garden as long as they are healthy. It's how nature happens, so I feel like it's the best way to grow. Try to mimic nature as much as possible. With all the rains we've been having and how deep down the potatoes are, I probably won't have to water them again for a while. But just keep checking the soil to make sure they are not drying out. So that's all we have at this point. Now it's just a waiting game. It will probably take about 2 to 3 weeks before I start seeing the sprouts break the surface of the dirt. Once they get about 6 inches tall, I'll start adding mulch to hill them up. Now, hilling isn't required, but it does give the potatoes more space to grow upwards, so it may help with getting a bigger harvest. I only do that about once or twice. Sometimes I don't do it at all. It depends on how lazy I am that season. If you want to see my last potato harvest, check out this video. The potatoes I used today as seed potatoes are the ones I harvested in that video. So make sure to check it out.